Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef. What's the latest? Kendrick Lamar's show-stopping performance at Super Bowl on Sunday was, for many, a victory lap following his knockout blow in a long-running beef with fellow rapper Drake. The Compton star's entire halftime set seemed to swiftly build to a performance of Not Like Us, his Grammy-winning takedown of Drake, which was one of last year's biggest hits, but is also now the subject of a potential libel case brought by the Canadian. Drake was performing in Australia on Sunday, dishing out cash to several of his fans at a Melbourne show, before the whole world tuned in to watch his rival. The origins of the argument go back more than a decade. But here's a quick reminder of where we are now and how we got here over a heated 12 months. The Big Three in March last year, producer and former Drake collaborator Metro Boomin and rapper Future released a collaborative album called We Don't Trust You. Hidden in the track listing was a song called Like That with an uncredited verse by Kendrick Lamar. And it was explosive. In it, Lamar took aim at rapper J. Cole's previous claim that himself, Kendrick and Drake were the Big Three, proclaiming, "Forget the Big Three, it's just Big Me." After years of tension, the fuse had been lit. Point 3 become too soon after Drake appeared to address Kendrick's verse at a concert in Florida. He told the crowd, "I know that no matter what, it's not a person on this earth that could ever expletive with me in my life." 2 weeks later, J. Cole offered his own reply to Kendrick's verse on a track called 7-Minute Drill, but he soon realized it had been a huge misstep. Speaking on stage at the Dreamville Festival in North Carolina, he apologized for the song, praised Lamar's back catalog, and asked for forgiveness. Boiling Point. Drake then released a song called Push Ups, Drop and Give Me 50, in which he took aim at Lamar's height, calling him a midget. He's 5 feet 4 inches tall, and a record label puppet who's forced to collaborate with pop artists. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty / then we need a verse for the Swifties. He cajoled. He also took issue with Lamar's position in the hip-hop hierarchy, suggesting other artists had overtaken him. More rappers, including Kanye West and Rick Ross, got drawn into the feud. But Drake's attention was solely focused on Lamar. The Toronto star goaded his U.S. adversary by dropping yet another diss track called Taylor Made Freestyle, which suggested Lamar was too cowardly to release music in the same week as Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department. What's more, he used artificial intelligence to deliver the insults in the voices of Lamar's heroes, Tupac Shakur and Snoop Dogg. Super Bowl show. Which brings us to the Super Bowl. A couple of minutes into his halftime show, Lamar said, "I want to play their favorite song. But you know they love to sue." In the build-up to the big event, there had been questions over whether he would, or even could play it, legally speaking. Lamar leaned into the dilemma, teasing the song during his set, before finally giving the audience what they wanted. When the song finally played, Kendrick self-censored the most contentious lyric. But he looked directly into the camera with a mischievous grin as he called out Drake's name, and left intact the song's notorious double entendre. Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably a minor. That lyric echoed around the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, indicating that no amount of legal action could ever hope to diminish the song's popularity. And playing it, Lamar was expected to have reached more than 120 million TV viewers who had tuned in to see the game, as well as the likes of Beyoncé, Jay-Z, Taylor Swift, Sir Paul McCartney and Stormzy, who were inside the stadium.